Pokey. Look at how big this dumpling is. Style meat, I think I would really like this. It feels so fancy being here. It smells amazing too. These little clampers, and you can What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm so excited because I'm gonna be bringing you guys along to the 2021 K Delicious event. Today and tomorrow I'm basically just gonna be going to several different restaurants around Seoul, and I'm gonna be trying a bunch of different food, and I'm gonna give you guys my raw and honest opinion on the food, the ambience, the atmosphere. After I have every meal, I'm gonna go on to a website and I'm gonna take a survey and give them my opinion, so you guys will see me doing that also. And if you guys want to take the survey of your opinion on these restaurants based off my video, I will leave the link down below and you can do that. So we just got to the first place. This is called Daily Beer. I'm about to take a look at the menu and pick out some things to eat. I believe that their specialty is chicken, which I'm excited about. I love chicken. So I hope you enjoy this. Let's take a look at the menu and get started. I'm so hungry. Oh, they even have salad here. I thought it was just chicken. They have tteokbokki. I want to eat tteokbokki, definitely. I was not prepared for this at all. So we have 6 amazing items from the menu. Everything smells so good. All of the flavors meshing together. It smells amazing. And in Korea, when you go to a chicken shop, they usually will give you one of these little clampers, and you can use it to pick up the chicken so you don't have to touch it with your hands, which is really, really convenient. Wow, this is so juicy. It's definitely not dry, because sometimes when you get fried chicken, it can be a little dry. This is very, very juicy. This is like the perfect combination of crispy and spicy, but it's not like on fire. My mouth is not on fire right now. Oh, that is so good. We actually have a beer flight right here, which you don't really see that often unless you come to a place that specializes in beer. Whenever I have beer flights, it really reminds me of being back home. All right guys, let's try this one. So this is the Angry Bird red chicken. It is a spicy Vietnamese sauce from what I understand. It actually smells pretty sweet though. This one is spicier than the first one we tried. And whenever I decide to order chicken at home, this is usually the type of one that I go for. I do have to say, I think this is marinated with the perfect amount of sauce. It's not too saucy. Now it's time to try the salad. This should help cool things off, right? So this is just a chicken salad. I definitely think this is a very Western style menu. This is something that you would see all the time. This is a Chinese style salad, so the dressing is like the perfect combination of hot, sweet. It's a little bit spicy, but nothing super, super out of control. What's nice is there's tomatoes on there, so that can help a little bit with the spice. I'm so healthy. It's only 14,000 won, which is actually really cheap in my opinion. I feel like a lot of places will upcharge a lot when it comes to salads, but that was so yummy. First, let's have a little IPA moment. This is so refreshing with all this food. How cute. It comes in these little measuring cups. All right guys, time to try this menu item. I'm not even gonna lie, I've been thinking about the poke for the last 2 weeks. It's served with chicken tenders on top, which typically you don't serve the poke like this, so this is super different. 잘 먹겠습니다. It actually smells kind of sweet. It is a sweet and spicy tteokbokki, so. Now I'm really excited to see what the duck and the chicken together taste like. So there's actually fresh grated cheese on top, which is a really good topping. Alright, so here we have a combination of the chicken, the duck, and the freshly grated cheese. This is so good, you guys. So when I came to Korea, one of the things that I was kind of, I guess, shocked about, but now it all makes sense, is how much variety you have when it comes to chicken. So you can't really just say let's eat chicken, because there's literally hundreds of different choices of what kinds of chicken you can eat. So we've already tried 2, and now we're gonna try the Angry Bird Black chicken. So this is a soy sauce marinade. Typically when I wanna order chicken, I like some kind of marinated chicken. I prefer this over just the straight fried chicken. It smells kind of smoky, but then there's also that fresh garlic smell, and then I don't know if you can tell, but it's also topped with sesame seeds, which always leave a great taste in our mouth. So let's try it. Guys, I think this is a style that is a great fit for everyone because it's marinated, but it also is a little bit crispy, so it gives you that fried effect. So this is Kojim, which is spicy noodle with whelk. So whelk are these little sea snails. I definitely don't know what to expect when I try this, so let's just go for it. There's also egg in here, which is a nice addition. Wow. You usually don't think to pair chicken and seafood together, but after eating all of the spicy chicken, I feel like the cold noodles with the fresh seafood actually go really well together. All right, now it's time to take a little survey and let the restaurant know how I feel.
So we are about to opening new branch in LA. Incoming March.
Oh, cool.
The reason why I cast really.
All right, guys, first meal was a huge success. I just wanted to give you my final thoughts, I guess. If you want to have the typical chicken and beer experience, a couple thoughts. Their menu has English. They have a huge variety of all types of chicken. They have items on their menu besides just chicken, like the salad and the seafood. And best of all, the price point is super affordable. So if you come with a couple friends, you guys can try out a bunch of different things and you're not gonna end up spending a bunch of money. It's very, very average, cheap chicken price, in my opinion. It's lunchtime. I'm so excited to try this place out. Little tour of this place. They have so much seating. It's so beautiful in here, and also I just realized they have little private rooms. Look at it. I feel so fancy being here. So you kind of start out with a soup base. I've been looking at the different broths. They have all of these different kinds. So let me take you guys over to the self-serve area and I'll show you guys what all they have. Everything is free refill, so you can have as much meat, as much vegetables, as much drink as you want. The only extra charge is if you change the soup. If you want to do a different soup after a couple rounds, then it is manwon, which is about $10. But if you just stick with the same soup throughout the whole thing, then it's no charge for doing that. Alright, so we just got our broth delivered. It smells amazing. It's just starting to boil. There's a stove right here, which it all cooks on. You can kind of see some of the steam. And here I have a big platter of vegetables. If you're someone like me that's not really a good chef, this is really easy to cook. Literally, you just put the food in and it takes just a few seconds to boil. You can just kind of check it like that. It smells amazing too. This is really perfect food because suddenly it got super cold here in Seoul. So like I've been craving soups and shabu shabu is perfect. I'm telling you, this is the best vibe. I've actually never had shabu shabu that had lemon in it. There's like a lemon slice in there, so that's pretty cool. But let's go ahead and try it. It also comes with a bunch of different sauces and spices that you can throw in there. So as I said, we're starting off with the pork. Oh my goodness. It's very zesty because of the broth. Wow. Wow, that's really good. Super zesty. This is so refreshing. Wow, that was an amazing first bowl. What I love so much about Shabu Shabu Modern House is it helps you get your vegetables really easily, because honestly the majority of what you're eating are veggies. I mean, look at all of this. It's super fresh. All of this stuff looks amazing. Now I think we should dive into some of the different beef cuts. While this cooks, I just want to talk about the price point because obviously that's important. So the cost for an adult here is 53,000 won, which obviously that's not super cheap, but I do want to say the grade of the meat is super high. The beef is US prime and the pork is US as well. So honestly, at the end of the day, you do get what you pay for. And I think this time I want to eat a lot of cabbage. Second bowl, round two. I think I'm actually going to eat this one with a little bit of sauce. We're gonna try it with some of the sauce. Oh! Sweet, like broth with the beef pairs really well with the sauce because the sauce is a little bit salty, so they go really well together. Oh my god, this is hands down like the best shabu shabu broth I think I've ever had. The taste is so different. Another thing I thought was worth mentioning is I'm alone in this restaurant, and what's cool is they have these little individual like two-person seaters right up against the window, and I don't feel embarrassed or anything to be in here all by myself. I'm actually all the way in the corner, and it's nice just because I feel like no one's judging me. I'm just sitting here, I'm enjoying my meal. I should have brought my laptop to do some work at, but oh, I think our final serving is ready. Honestly, there's so much food. Like the meal comes with a lot. In here, I just kind of have a little bit of everything. I have different vegetables. I'm making this one kind of spicy, and then I just filled it up with soup. Those mushrooms are so good. Oh, it has a kick to it. I like the spice. Wow. What's so nice about getting shabu shabu is each bowl does not taste the same. You can make it super different. Here we go. Let's dip it in the sauce. Oh, that smells so good. That was such a completely different taste than the last bowl. This sauce is amazing. I am absolutely stuck. Hands down, the best shabu shabu that I have tried ever, and I've had a lot, and I'm not just saying that because I'm on a food tour. This really is like one of the best places. I didn't really have super high expectations because Most shabu shabu houses I've been to are typically all the same, but this one, so good. Also, another really big perk is the staff here, for the most part, speaks English. So if you want to come here with your other foreign friends, you shouldn't have any problems with communicating and letting them know what you need. I'm currently just exploring around the restaurant because it's so beautiful in here. And they actually have this little case and you can get stuff to go. So if you want to just do like shabu shabu at your house, you can come and you can get different cuts of meat. Alright guys, welcome back to another restaurant. So we are going to be eating a little bit of hangover style food. These are a few different examples of different dishes that you might want to eat after a night of heavy drinking. As you guys know, the drinking culture here is pretty big. It only makes sense that they have special dishes that go great for curing a hangover. This food, for the most part, it's cooked with the bone inside, and when the bone is cooked inside, it makes a huge difference in the taste. So the taste tends to be thicker, deeper, and stronger. Ta-da! This is like the perfect meal to finish off my day. Let's try the goregamjang first. This is a pig bone soup. It's fully boiling, so what we're gonna do is just kind of get it all mixed together. First spoonful, we have a little bit of everything on here. So I actually asked for a level 2 spiciness. You can pick level 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Level 2 is perfect because there's a little bit of a kick to it, but you can enjoy the other flavors. And what's nice about this dish is it's super big, so it's good for family style. And if you come here, you can honestly try out a few different dishes. If you're somebody that enjoys like pulled pork style meat, I think you would really like this. As the soup continues to boil, it becomes more flavorful and a little bit more creamy as well. So I'm gonna let this sit tight and I'll probably eat a little bit more later on. So in Korea, maybe one of the only times you're going to be given a knife and a fork is when you order Derogas. So Derogas is a pork cutlet meal. This is a really popular, quick, cheap, and easy lunch meal. And it's also served with gravy. If you like anything fried, you're gonna love this. If you are craving something a little bit salty and crunchy, but you don't want to eat chicken, this is the perfect alternative. It's usually also cheaper than ordering chicken. It's usually only like $6 or $7 for the meal. Okay, next, let me introduce you guys to Kojim. So this is a dish that you can eat with poke, again, my favorite, the poke, and vegetables, also my favorite. And then as you can tell, there are just a bunch of bones on here that you can take the meat off of. The sauce on here looks very creamy. I also see some, I think, glass noodles on there. So this is definitely a full, hearty meal. It's a lot sweeter than I expected. I never thought that eating tteokbokki with vegetables together would be a good combination, but it's really good actually. Let's try more of the pork. Do you see all of this bone right here? There's so much food. The pork is cooked so perfectly, it just slides right off of the bone. Once you get deeper into the dish, that's where you're gonna find more of the spice. Next dish, so this is the pork bone hangover soup that has dumplings in it. It's been a long time since I've had dumplings, or you can say Mandu if you're calling it the Korean way. Look at how big this dumpling is. I feel like it's gonna be so juicy. Dumplings and soup are such a good combination because it gives you a little something to chew on. That is so delicious. So here, let me show you guys the actual bone. It's right here. And then you can just take your chopsticks, just take some of the meat off like this. The meat looks so incredibly soft. I can definitely understand why they call this a hangover soup, because after you eat it, I feel like it would just completely replenish your body. You know how it feels when you're hungover, you feel like you have no energy, and I feel like this would completely fill you up. Okay, so we already tried the hangover soup that had the mandu in it, and there's also one that you can get that doesn't have any mandu. Actually, the one that has the mandu, the broth tends to taste, I guess you could say, a little bit stickier because of the skin from the mandu. When they all boil together, it just makes the broth taste a little stickier. Alright guys, I'm all done. I'm stuffed. This was so satisfying, so amazing. I definitely think this is the type of place that you want to bring your friends to, but everything was absolutely amazing. And as I said, you can also make bokkeumbap with the leftover sauces if you want, but I'm so full, so I'm gonna pass on that. Hi guys! It's the next day now and I am back to continue our food tour. I'm so excited. I'm so hungry. So the first place I came to today is a restaurant called Ilmili. This is actually a spot that is really popular on dramas. So if you are up to date on new Korean dramas, you may have actually seen this restaurant in the background. So I've taken a look at the menu and we're gonna try 5 different dishes out. Look at this. What is going on right now? Oh my goodness. I know I keep saying this, but I wish some of you were here and then I could share this with you. Alright guys, 잘 먹겠습니다. We're gonna start off with the cheese cloud jjimjak. I want to eat this first just because it is a cheese dish, so I want to make sure I eat it while it's still nice and cheesy. Look at that. That looks so amazing. First bite, here we go. There are so many flavors in this, honestly. As I said, this place cooks, you know, Korean dishes that have a little bit of a Western kick. This reminds me a lot of if you were biting into a barbecue chicken pizza. I know that sounds crazy, but this definitely has like a huge barbecue kick, and then the cheese on top just makes it feel like you're eating a pizza. It's so yummy. There's also mandu in here. Okay, what does this thing not have? I think this dish is the perfect combination of everything. They have mandu in here. What? Okay, so that last dish definitely had a tiny bit of a spicy kick to it. It's not really super spicy, but there's definitely some spice in there. So I'm kind of craving something a little bit sweet to help even out that spiciness. So we are gonna try this bacon Derogas mousse. Wow, do you see this? I believe in America we would just call this a casserole, so that's the best way I can explain it to you. It's topped with the sweet potato mousse, which is incredibly popular here in Korea. There's pineapple, and then there's also bacon and chicken inside. Here we go. Wow. Oh wow. Wow. The sweet potato mousse is so yummy on here. It actually gives it like a really nice sweet finish. Let's try some of the chicken. There's also mandu in this one as well. I've actually never seen a like casserole style dish served with the mousse on top, because typically in Korea they put this mousse on top of pizza. The pineapple is so nice, not only for taste but also texture. Check this one out. I'm really excited to try this because it's completely different from anything I've ever tried. This one is cooked with a tomato red sauce, so this is very westernized, and it's topped with various fried foods. And you know what guys, like when I eat these casserole style dishes that are just topped with cheese, it really makes me feel like I'm back at home. Okay, I can already smell the tomato, and look, There's literally bow tie pasta in here. I just expected normal spaghetti noodles, but there's legit bow tie. Oh, there's broccoli in here. This literally tastes like your mom's or your grandmother's like homemade spaghetti pasta. If you're familiar with pasta in Korea, a lot of times it ends up being a little bit too sweet, but this is the perfect balance of sweet and savory. Let's try it with some of the fried food. Oh, cheese ball. I'm still so shocked that there is bow tie pasta in here because I've never seen bow tie served in Korea. These cheese balls are so cute and mini, and they just melt in your mouth. All right, now we're gonna try one of these little guys. Wouldn't think that Kim would pair well with tomato sauce, but it's really good because it adds some saltiness to this. I'm gonna try the gold jumdak. This is a very popular dish in Korea. It's very popular among delivery apps also. This is a chicken and vegetable dish. Typically it's served with duck also, and then sometimes mandu, which this has all of them. And then the sauce is a really yummy soy sauce. This right here is actually probably my favorite part of the dish. This dish is so soft and warm. It's definitely one of those cozy dishes that I would want to eat if it was like a really cold day or a snow day or something like that. I can definitely understand why this is a really popular spot and why a lot of K-dramas want to film here, just because the food is absolutely delicious. Everything was so amazing, and this definitely reminds me of home. So I hope if you guys are in Seoul, you can visit this spot. This is in Gangnam, so super easy to get to. I can't get over how big this dish is for families. Alright guys, the last place we came to is Muljak Tteokbokki.
It's 9 in the city and I'm on my way back home. Humming on my favorite ditty, swinging like...
Before we jump into all this food, I just wanted to kind of mention the significance of this specific restaurant. So this was actually the first restaurant in Korea that made, or the first franchise restaurant that made a set menu of the poke and fried chicken together. First, let's try the gojak kangbom chicken. So, oh, this is definitely gonna be sweet and spicy. I can smell it already. This is like the typical Korean marinated chicken taste. When you eat it with the duck, it's the perfect combination. So this specific dish is perfect for anybody because it's not spicy at all. It's definitely one of those sweet chicken dishes. Okay, now let's try some of the traditional Pokey Soups they have. It's like this. So they come over and they light a little candle and then they put the dish on top, which I think is so cute. Of course, it has the signature cheese topping. Do you guys see that? Wow. That is the perfect spicy level. What's nice about this tteokbokki dish is it has more than just the poke in it. Obviously, there's the duck, the fish cake, the cheese. There's some glass noodles, a little bit of vegetable, lots and lots of soup. Wow. The flavors of the sausage really infuse into everything in this soup because I haven't even had any sausage yet, but you can really taste the flavors in the duck. This might have to be maybe my new style of tteokbokki. I can't say officially, but this definitely, in my opinion, has a lot more flavors than your typical tteokbokki soup. All right, I think it's fair that we close off this food tour the same way we started it, with a little fried chicken action. So here we have the Gujarat chicken tenders. Here we have the lemon cream prawn chicken dish, which is topped with a bunch of onions and flavorful sauce. That is a very juicy chicken tender. I'm gonna dip it in some of the duck sauce. Last meal of the tour, last but definitely not least, so I can literally smell the sauce from way over here. I'm really excited to see what this tastes like. So this is kind of different from what I usually will go for, but let's just get some sauce on here. Wow, you see how creamy that is? That is so sweet and delicious. And typically you only find sweet chicken when it's this style sauce. It's almost like eating a lemon glazed chicken, but it's crunchy. But dang, that lemon sauce hits differently. So yummy. Alright guys, my body is so stuffed. I feel so incredibly satisfied. I feel like over the past 48 hours, we literally indulged in all of my favorite foods. We had shabu shabu, we had the poke, we had fried chicken, we had soup, we had everything. And I'm so excited that I can share all of this with you guys. And what's amazing is, as I mentioned at the beginning, these are all franchises. So you can find these restaurants literally all over Korea. If you guys are trying any of this food, send me a picture on Instagram. I really want to see what you end up getting. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and leave me a comment. It definitely helps me out a lot. Which dish looked the tastiest to you? Comment below. But that's about it for this video. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you very soon in my next vlog. Bye.